NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Falcons, all that and more, coming up next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
All right, we're 1-1 against this team. In season, so see.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
I hope so. They're usually a sneaky team because they're rivals.
The football for the first time.
Makes them a little tough.
Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Ultra. Steal.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Mond. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the sauce.
Just got to stay in a rhythm here, man.
And find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mond looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his pass-catching tight, but I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Nah, he's down. He was down. Don't even
And
play.
without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose?
I was going to say that's the longest time it takes to get a boost.
Make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Okay, let's back to real life then.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mond out of the shotgun. Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ultra.
Here's Mond. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we get her back up. Oh, he just snuck out there. And he's got a nice first down.
Nice. Love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The tackle by D'Angelo Malone. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down at the 35.
Good D. Can't let him get away.
Stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left.
Got him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, get him again. Oh, fumble. Got it. Yes.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the
43-yard
line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that's what the distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, it's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning
Yeah, but Katie, he had 16.5 sacks in the season. He came up with that big play.
He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
There we go.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Mon good to throw it.
Nice.
And he will slide to a
magician.
He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They run behind center with Conner. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Right.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
It also managed to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
Got it.
It's to Pitts, and he's got it.
Oh, what a laser.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Koo, up and good.
Yeah, it sure was.
Goes to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. First down, Winston. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Kamara off the draw, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston now. That's taken in by Callaway. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest at first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
From the red zone now, Winston. And incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach. 3 sacks already.
5 on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, yeah, red zone defense, 36% touchdown allowance. And also, during the regular season, we only allowed 20 offensive touchdowns against our defense. 20. That's it.
Yeah, you hate to be coming
in 17 games.
Down, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well, and you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air, Mon. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
the thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go!
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Oh, what a pick. What a pick.
The Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dive set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pretty much. He's a midget looking like Frodo and Samwise Gamgee.
Off the play fake. Mon.
Oh my God.
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Dang it, right back
Picked
to
off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Well, at 1st down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nice, another sack
That will set him back nearly
for the Dirty Birds.
here on first down to Sam. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. To throw, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Wow, wow, wow.
From 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Mond. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A give running right is Counter. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mond. Screen pass to Connor. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on as they defeat the New York Giants. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jameis to throw it. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Look at Pat Mahomes back there.
Second down and 3. Winston. And this is incomplete.
Nice plan, Bob.
Because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jameis again. To the end zone.
Good defense.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Oh, man, that was
solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The drive will start with Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, a run with Connor. And
Good
stopped
run.
right at the 30. On a play that started
I think we're
back
starting
at
to
the
win.
15, they pick up 15.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's
big.
and he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. I'm going to throw it.
Oh, man. Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kellen Mond, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. Touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, he sheds himself free.
Oh, man.
Ooh, the juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back. And he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
A 1st down throw for Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And out of bounds right around the 20. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he lost the football.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, we'll take that. You get all the yards you want. can't hang on to the ball.
Team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel
Hawkins forcing the fumble.
the team that was on defense.
Same guy that caught the
able to
stiff
hang
one.
in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor.
Nice.
They'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Connor here on 1st.
Oh, man, gashing
And
it.
he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
Big hole.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Patterson's working on
15
50
more
yards.
there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Algier going straight ahead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Connor.
Oh, man.
And that one opened up.
Well, we got the 1st down.
He'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 inside the 30. Mon looks to throw. And he gets this one.
Oh, the jailbreak screen.
Brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Watch this one. Oh yeah. How'd you like that one, brother? A little college football.
And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab.
That play, you got to have like really good timing, and you got to be facing a man defense. Or not a man, but a kind of a zone coverage. Yeah, for sure. We used to run that on the NCAA football all the time.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup.
Especially when we used to use the Colorado Buffaloes.
Back now here on
I think,
EA
remember?
Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
They had that. They had that receiver. We had a fullback named Vickers, I think, on the team. And Calhoun. Yeah, I remember Calhoun. And then they had a receiver named Drum. Was a fullback we used to use all the time.
On a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And then Jeremy Bloom, I think, was a wide receiver. We didn't pass the ball much. We ran all the time.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Those were the
He's going to be
first.
dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Winston's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, it was, man. I think they got another college football game coming out soon. Been reading rumors.
To throw is Winston.
Oh, that should have been clean.
Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
That should have been intercepted.
On 2nd down, Winston again. It's caught. Tolbert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll get this out
Oh,
to
man.
2 yards on the pickup there. And
I was going to say, I figured they'd go for
he
it.
got out of bounds. That's a good
Didn't
thing,
have to.
but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes.
Got him. Not today, tomorrow.
And he is not going anywhere.
Not with the hitman
He's
around.
stopping for no gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Man, the creases are there. Just went over 100 yards with that last carry.
He has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Should probably go ahead and try to get some photos. I didn't even think of that. Alright, let me see how far we can get here. Try to get him right before he gets the handoff. Try to get the eyes in there too. How about that, man? Is that a good one? I'd like to get one and put his stats on there because I actually made a video with all of his stats from the year. Alright.
Let's go.
Gotcha. Hey, what I've been doing is sending them to Hen's gamer tag as a message. I've been sending the photos there.
It's on the ground.
Of course, I mean, I got them on my app too.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free.
Because I noticed when I send messages, I could download them faster to the phone.
It's almost like baseball.
So they're all listed under the messages. You probably got like 5 from yesterday that are like stats and attributes, like we talked about.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I think shards would be cool. Almost like diamond-like. I mean, kind of like prison. Is that what you mean by that, shards?
From the gun again.
Oh, big hole.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge
Heck
of the
yeah.
red zone. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
So their run defense has really struggled
I was
here.
just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor.
Gasher.
And they've got it inside the 10.
133 yards for the
Nice gain, 13
speed
yards that
merchant.
time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But
I wish I could
stage,
share it.
you have to
It's
take
down to
chances.
$40 now on the thing, I noticed. No, I know. I have a feeling it'll be down to about $20 by November, by probably about Thanksgiving.
They'll run here with Connor, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is
I'm ready
injured.
for God of War
Shaking up on
comes
that
out
last play.
on,
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury,
tonight.
and we'll be back in a
Coming
moment.
out, man. Yeah.
And the
Yeah, he's
ball
trying to,
snapped
that's
down
his
on the
cop out
5-yard
because he
line
just got
there,
run
second
over.
and goal.
I'm going to be picking up, getting a copy of that. I might do the pre-order next week sometime. I'm really excited to play that one. Oh,
Connor up the
touchdown.
middle.
God almighty. It's the barn burner now, ladies and gentlemen.
Touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've been
You know, what's crazy is they kind of shut me down. Awesome, man. Almost there. Those last 8 are going to be tough. It's going to seem like 100, huh? I've noticed that the more you get over the 100 marks,
and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at
the harder it is.
Points. So the drive
it's weird.
Took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I'm hoping that this channel will be at least.
And there will not be a return.
I don't want to be too pushy on it. I think we'll be close to 500, 550 by December.
Most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
I think once the God of War and stuff hits, like we'll do live
now Winston.
feeds of that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
What a good
He'll be
crowd.
upended at the 28-yard line.
Maybe.
Just a 3-yard gain there.
Maybe end up just cutting freaking short
short
side. Who knows?
Really good.
And because of that,
It's going to be hard to cut a short out of God of War stuff, though.
Because you're not getting the benefits of
So much
run after
going on.
catch.
Oh, come on, throw it to come on.
That means you
Come
have to
on.
run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd.
Imagine cutting God of War stuff in the shorts. You probably have like 10,000 videos. Most of the dialogue is like, you know, a couple minutes. You could probably cut 10 shorts out of one dialogue. Maybe more than that. Probably about 20.
Now Winston. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
But it'd be a lot of work. God almighty. That's the thing. I would love to sit and cut videos, but sometimes, man.
And he'll protect himself at the
yeah, you're right. You did.
Getting pretty decent yardage. The Saints on 3rd down.
Sometimes, man, we get overoccupied with it. Because you always want it to be perfect, you know. You got to catch it at the right spot.
And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Nice.
Sure he got there. Did they
we shut him down.
They did. Alvin Kamara unable to
yeah, for sure. Like, man, look at it. I can promise this, okay? We get some videos cut out of this one. I got a couple of them actually uploaded to the YouTube the channel. You watch it and start uploading them at 6 o'clock. It seems like it follows a pattern of like school days and stuff like that. A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now.
And factor in lunch periods, people getting off work, all that stuff.
Has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that
towards
run,
the weekend,
can they continue to do so?
From about 7 to 12 o'clock. There's a couple of time periods in between there where the volume's up super high, where I can upload a damn young Young Wei Koo video that pulling freaking 2,000 views in a matter of 30 minutes. Pretty crazy.
They'll drop to throw.
Pretty crazy.
Caught by London.
First down.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on.
I mean, seriously, man, look at all the Young Wei Koo videos. All right, look at the views on it. It's a field goal. But it's not easy field goals, you know. Like, the average person wouldn't try 60-yard field goals. I'm just crazy. Especially with no wind. It was pretty cool. He's built up over the last couple seasons.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to down the ball.
To try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They're not going to call
only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can run the clock out here. Ain't no point of risking somebody getting hurt. The Chiefs beat the Raiders. Seen Dallas beat the Bears. Tampa Bay
Clock
beat New York
counting down
Giants.
toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Oh, good deal, man. It'll be pretty big, be over 1 million views.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for
Mahomes
third.
is still a menace. You got the Texans beat the Bengals.
And they will take a knee here. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
Well, that was a relatively easy win in the second half. Moving on to the divisional round next. Take on Dallas Cowboys, I believe. Chucky mask. I do have one of her walk around in the Pennywise mask. It looks funny on her because it's too big for her body. .141 rushing yards. Along with 18. London, pretty good game. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Yeah, I bet so. Is there a new Child's Play movie coming out or something? Yes, somewhere, but man, the dogs have gotten into it. It's not, I don't think it's as pretty as it was before. Just being honest. Yeah, that's why you haven't seen it in a while. I think the dogs tore it up. Yeah. Because we kept it in Sophia's old crib she used to have, and Kratos escaped out of his thing, and you know how he is. Everything becomes a toy. Alright. +5 hit power for next game. For the whole team. What time is it? 3:30. Let's see, it takes about an hour. I don't know, I might just end up looking at stats and go ahead and cutting these videos up right quick and uploading them. That'll probably take about 30 minutes. Then, oh yeah, I gotta go to work. But I figured I'd wake up. I had to wake up anyway, so I got my sleep. But at least it's Thursday. Only one more day to the week. No, not bad. It is the Cowboys. Let's see what we got. Outside run. I'm going to defend Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, you should. They'll seem to do pretty good, man. Man, the matchup I've been waiting on, just let me show you this guy I've been telling you about. You can look him up. I think it's a real player. I got him off this draft class. I didn't get him, the Seahawks did. Let's see. You can look this guy up. I'm pretty sure he's legit. Will Levis, or Levi's, out of Kentucky. Okay, this guy, this is his 3rd year. Look at these stats. Look at that. Look at his rookie year. 43 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's on what? 76 plus 39. Over 100 freaking touchdowns in 3 years. I'm pretty sure he's a real player, though. He was a first-round, 22nd pick in the 2023 draft. Yeah, dang right. Baller of the year, offensive rookie of the year, and the best quarterback in his rookie year. 1 Pro Bowl appearance. Look at some of his season stats. Where's that game on here I was looking at? 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then look at the game right after he played us. We lost 27-17, but look, that's our pass defense. No touchdowns, 3 picks. The only reason they won was because of some, I think, interception, touchdown, defensive stuff that they did. It wasn't offensive. So we shut them down. And his percentage, look at it, it's not great either. 17-31, 54%. So I think we can handle them. So is he a real player? Like in college, anyway? Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you who we're going to draft. More than likely, as long as the pick's still there. But if we wouldn't get to the Super Bowl, I doubt it. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm thinking this guy right here. Probably the Panthers. I'm thinking of this guy. Look at his rank change over the season. 121. Strong safety. Although we have the other guy too. So strength is great to elite. So it should be develop into a good player. It says round 1 to 2, so I mean I probably could get him late. 6'4", 219 pound, strong safety. Physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits, aggressive ball hawk for better and worse. Often looks to rip the ball from runners, shows good discipline, and won't get flagged much. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of player. Oh, me. Let me get off here, brother. Cut some of these videos and check out some of the videos I uploaded. They're under generic titles. I think I got 2 of them up there if you want to take a look at them. We'll get back on here later. Oh, before I go, I want to show you something. Alright, for the next little side project, as far as like a franchise goes, I don't know if I told you. This is the other, I have another team picked. I only picked them because of their defense, really, to be honest with you. But I think they'll be a good fit in the first games against the Ravens, the Jets. Fly. The Jets fly. So I've been wanting to play a game of this I've had it set up for like 3 days or so. But just looking at their defense, you got Reed at corner, Hall, Sauce Gardner, what a name. This team right here, though, with that coach from the 49ers, I think I could turn this team into a dominant team. I don't have any doubt about it. Don't have any doubt about it. Oh, really? That is funny. Sauce. He has his own sauce. It's pretty neat. Oh, me. But alright, buddy. We'll talk to you in a little while. Like I said, check out the videos, and if you want to mess with them, you can. And I'm going to go ahead and upload the next series. We'll see you, man. Talk to you later.